October 1962. The United States and the Soviet Union were seconds away from nuclear war. Missiles were ready, submarines were armed, orders were given, and the only thing standing between humanity and extinction were 5 men who chose to disobey. The world was divided. The United States had placed nuclear missiles in Turkey. The Soviet Union responded by secretly placing nuclear missiles in Cuba. When American spy planes discovered them, panic exploded. President John F. Kennedy ordered a naval blockade. The Soviet Union refused to back down. Both sides prepared for nuclear war. One mistake, one misunderstanding. One nervous commander, that's all it would take. Deep underwater near Cuba, a Soviet submarine named B-59 was being hunted by American ships. The US Navy dropped practice depth charges. They were meant as warning shots. But the crew inside the submarine didn't know that. Inside the submarine, it was 45 degrees C, 113 degrees. Oxygen was running low. Communication with Moscow was cut. The captain believed war had already started, and the submarine was armed with a nuclear torpedo. To launch the nuclear torpedo, 3 senior officers had to agree. The captain said yes, the political officer said yes. One man said no. His name was Vasili Arkhipov. He refused to authorize launch. Inside that steel tube underwater, an argument decided the fate of the world. After intense debate, the captain backed down. The nuclear torpedo was never launched. If it had been, the United States would have responded. The Soviet Union would have retaliated. Millions would have died within hours. That wasn't the only moment. In the US, radar systems malfunctioned and showed false incoming missiles. In another incident, a training tape accidentally simulated a Soviet attack. And in 1983, a Soviet early warning system detected what looked like US missile launches. One officer had to decide whether to report it. He hesitated. He judged it as a false alarm. He was right. It was a satellite error. One wrong report could have triggered retaliation. History often celebrates leaders, presidents, generals, politicians. But the world survived not because of speeches. It survived because someone paused, because someone doubted the system, because someone said, wait, these weren't powerful men. They weren't famous, they were officers following protocol. And in one moment, they chose humanity over fear. Think about this. You are alive today because one man refused to press a button. Not once, but multiple times in history. The world almost ended, and most people have never heard of it. History is fragile. Civilization is fragile, and sometimes it survives by accident. Subscribe for more untold moments that changed the world.